Do you feel nervous when speaking English with native speakers? Maybe you're afraid of making mistakes or you feel shy about your accent. You're not alone, and here's the good news, you can overcome this. In this video, I will share 6 simple but practical tips to help you feel more confident, speak more naturally, and enjoy conversations without the fear. Ready to take your confidence to the next level? Let's get started. Tip number 1 is to focus on communication, not perfection. When you are speaking with anyone, your goal should be to communicate your ideas and your message clearly, not to sound perfect. If you're not sure you can do this, just think about the last time you heard someone else speaking your language. Did you care that they made mistakes? Do you even remember the mistakes that they made? Of course you don't, because your goal was to focus on understanding what they wanted to tell you. You should also keep in mind that native speakers also make mistakes. Sometimes people will say things that are not grammatically correct, or they might use the wrong word or pronounce something in the wrong way, but that's okay. No one expects perfection from themselves in their own language, and they certainly do not expect perfection from you. They just want to have a conversation. So the next time you are worrying about all the mistakes you might be making, try to relax and forget about that and focus instead on communicating your message and enjoying the conversation. Tip number 2 is to learn and prepare common phrases in advance. For example, you could learn useful phrases for ordering food in a restaurant, asking for directions, or giving your opinion. If you learn useful phrases in advance and practice these beforehand, when you are in those situations and you have to speak to a native speaker, you'll be more prepared. Some example phrases that are just useful in general could be, "Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Can you say it again? Can you speak a little bit more slowly, please?" Now, these phrases can be used when you want to understand someone better, and they are very useful to learn in advance so you can use them in those situations. If you're looking to learn useful phrases to use in different situations, I have a playlist just for you. I will put the link in the description below this video so you can work through those and learn those phrases to better prepare yourself for different situations. Tip number 3 is to slow down and speak clearly. Sometimes when we are nervous, we can be tempted to rush or speak too fast and not very clearly. This is going to make it more difficult for the other person to understand you. So if you know that you are nervous, make a conscious effort to slow down, project your voice, and speak clearly to help the other person understand you. Remember, you don't need to speak fast in order to be fluent. It's more important that you can express your ideas without hesitating too much. And it's always essential that you speak clearly so the other person actually knows what you're saying. Here's some advice. If you're having a conversation, pause occasionally to give yourself time to think. If you need someone to repeat what they said, learn some phrases that you can use. "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you repeat?" Or if you need time to think about something to say or find the correct word, "Sorry, I'm just thinking of how to say this," or "Give me a moment, I'm just trying to think of the correct words to use." People don't mind if you pause and take a moment to think about what you're saying. So please do take that opportunity so that you can feel more relaxed and more confident. Tip number 4 is to engage in low-pressure conversations. Try to put yourself in situations where you can speak to people who you feel comfortable with, or it's a conversation that you already know how to do, such as an exchange in a shop or going to a restaurant. If you do those things regularly, you'll feel more confident each time you do it. This will then help to prepare you for more challenging situations and conversations. If you're looking for ways to have low-pressure conversations, try and find an online study partner. There's many online English language learning communities that you can join, where you can find a study partner to practice with. If you practice speaking with someone else who is also learning English, this will help you to feel less nervous because you know They are in the same situation as you. If you're looking for apps and websites to find a study partner, you can try HelloTalk or Tandem. Or if you want to practice with a teacher, you can try Preply. Moving on to tip number 5, which is to reframe nervousness as excitement. Feeling nervous about speaking English is just a sign that you care. So instead of letting that worry you, take those feelings and change them into excitement. Tell yourself, I'm excited to practice. I'm excited for this opportunity to speak with someone else and improve my English. Focus on the opportunity to learn and grow rather than worrying about making mistakes. Remember, your mental attitude plays a big role in your speaking ability. If you allow yourself to feel nervous, this will affect your confidence, which will then affect your fluency. If, on the other hand, you tell yourself that you're excited, you're confident, you're ready to practice English, you will feel more confident, and that will help with your fluency, and generally the conversation will go much better. And tip number 6 is to practice daily in small ways. If you can't always speak with another person, you can still practice speaking by yourself. At the end of the day, take your phone and record yourself talking about your day, or give yourself different topics and challenge yourself to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. You could describe your childhood home, talk about your favourite book, or describe your plans for the future. Give yourself different conversation topics that you might encounter in daily life, and then practice talking to yourself. This helps you to build confidence in private before taking it public. Now remember that feeling really confident in a language does take time, but every small step that you take now will get you closer to feeling confident in the long term. What's your biggest fear when talking with native speakers? Share your comments down below and I will try to help you overcome these fears. Now, if you would like to have a go at some speaking practice right now to help you build your fluency and confidence and get you ready for those conversations with native speakers, I've got just the video for you right here.